This is notes for Chapter 1, Section 2, Science in Context for Mrs. Sagwitz's biology class. First, we're going to be talking about the connection between the scientific method and exploration and discovery. These concepts are very closely linked and very closely connected. The scientific method starts things off, and through the scientific method, scientists make discoveries. And through exploration, new discoveries are made, and the scientists can use the scientific method in order to make new discoveries, in order to explore new concepts. So these concepts are all very closely related. Scientific attitudes. There are certain characteristics that scientists have. They share certain attributes. They are typically curious, skeptical, open-minded, and creative. These are what make for good scientists because they're able to think outside of the box. They're able to come up with new ideas. They are able to be creative problem solvers, and this is what leads scientists to make all of the new discoveries. Science and technology are very closely linked, and they very much influence today's society. Imagine what life was like before we had the microscope and we could view cells. The discovery of the microscope completely changed the field of science when we were able to suddenly see new cells and make new discoveries. Technology often enables scientists to make new discoveries. The use of technology often aids in making new medications, and the application of technology and science makes new discoveries possible. So we talked about the scientific method, and at the end of the scientific method, what you should do is you should share your results. We should do peer review. Why should we do peer review? Because we're looking for mistakes. We're looking for inaccuracies. We're looking papers over and your things over to see if your steps of the scientific method were carried out properly or you made a mistake during your experiment. This can also help scientists be able to make new discoveries. Maybe they can build off of what you learned. Remember, anytime you do an experiment, another scientist should be able to come along and recreate your results. So when they do the experiment, they should be able to get the same results that you had. Remember, we share our results. We share our results and publish our results with the scientific community because we can build off of each other's work. We can also look for those mistakes. Sharing of information in the scientific community is extremely important. We talked about hypotheses. There's a difference between a hypothesis and a theory. A hypothesis gets changed routinely. A theory is only changed if we have a lot of new information and a lot of new evidence that would allow us to change it. Theories rarely change because they are very well tested. They have lots of evidence, they have lots of support behind it. Examples of theories are the cell theory, the theory of evolution. They have been tested and tested and retested again, and there's a lot of proof to support those. So they are widely accepted as being the truth. They could be changed if new evidence is discovered. In pure science, ethics and morals do not apply. This also often becomes a case of science is able to do things, but should they do things? Just because science is able to do certain things does not mean that they should do those things.